I think that's a good idea because, like, if people are going to get the podcast once a month,
right,
then for 5 minutes, they can get, like, a little every now and then get an after show.
Sure. Yeah, I love that.
I love an after show.
I love an after show.
So how did you feel?
I felt great.
That was really fun.
That was so fun.
You had such good things to say.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
You're so smart.
Thank you. So are you.
This is why this podcast works.
Yeah.
And if this location worked, I like my painting.
I need inspo.
Yeah.
My room does not look, certain areas of my room are decorated, and then others it's like, you should do something with that blank wall.
You know what I did when I first moved in here like 4 years ago? I used an interior design like app.
Ooh.
It's called Havenly.
Okay, I gotta check this out.
Check it out because you get matched with an interior designer.
Oh, love that.
But it's like an app, so like they're working with like 200 people.
Oh.
But you can take measurements of your apartment and you can tell them like what furniture you already have. And they would be a great sponsor for this podcast.
Yeah.
Havenly, because I used Havenly to like decorate this whole place.
That's amazing.
And they just tell you what to do. They just say like buy this couch and this dresser and like whatever. All the art I've done like myself in here. This I actually painted this myself.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I did it like in the extreme beginning of the pandemic.
Okay.
Like first few days.
The extreme. I like that description.
It was like
the extreme beginning.
Because it was like the days where it was like, oh, you can work from home if you want to.
Sure.
And I did work from home.
Right.
And I was like, well, if I'm going to be here, I should paint.
You should paint.
And I actually wanted this painting because I wanted a background for videos.
Sure.
And it does its job, but I also have changed. Let's talk about color.
Yeah.
Because I've changed my desires around color.
Sure.
Because back then, pre-pandemic,
right,
I was a green boy. I was all about green and gray and like a little navy blue, like that kind of stuff. But in the pandemic, I connected with my inner child.
Yeah,
I did all the things we were talking about.
Yeah.
That's where Life in Bold was born. And I was like, no, I am a colorful person.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love color.
Yeah.
And I remember like in high school, like I was so passionate about the fact that my favorite colors were red, blue, and yellow, like the primary colors. Like, I would wear them. I would talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
I remember when I first went to college.
That's such a niche thing.
Like, my favorite colors were part of my personality.
That's amazing.
When I first went to college, we had to say an interesting fact about ourselves. And I said, my favorite colors are red, blue, and yellow.
That's very cool.
And it's funny because that actually did tell you something about me.
Yeah.
That like I would take my first fact in college
to
and
say
use
that.
it to say that my favorite colors. And my dorm rooms were like so maximalist.
Right.
Like
I love that.
Like so like I was an RA in college.
Okay.
And so I got my own dorm room, which was great. And I literally like I had like one wall was filled with like checkerboard of like coloring pages of Disney characters.
Ooh, that sounds really fun.
I was never truly like a Disney gay in that way. I was like a Disney Channel gay.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I was like a Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez, and Jonas Brothers.
Of course.
Yeah, like that was, but I was never like, I love Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast. Like that was never it.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. But I had on my ceiling, I had made checkerboard. I made little squares of foil. Yeah. And I did a checkerboard foil like ceiling.
That sounds so cool.
It was wild. And I like made like I had the string lights going across.
Right, of course.
And everything was red, blue, and yellow.
Wow. I, on the other hand,
yes, tell me.
When people ask me my favorite color, I panic.
My gosh.
I honestly don't know my favorite color.
Let's work through it.
I can't decide.
Is it because you have so many colors that you like, or you just don't care about color?
I think I'm realizing this would be a funny thing to explore. Yeah. Like, what else is this maybe tied to? Like, I don't want to say a favorite color.
Well, I was gonna send a picture of like this set, basically.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, wear a bright color, but then I wore this.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, whatever she wears is fine. Like,
okay,
fine,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But it would have been funny if I was like, wear a bright color.
Right.
Because do you wear
I do wear
a lot?
Okay. I do like wearing bold
colors.
Bold
colors. Life and bold colors.
But I don't know what my favorite. I think it is because I like too many colors.
Yeah. And why do we put so much pressure to have a favorite color?
Right. I'm like, I would say I liked magenta a lot when I was younger. I like purples.
Yeah.
I like this color.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Turquoise.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I have nothing against a yellow.
Yeah.
I have nothing against the others. I like them.
Do you have a least favorite color? Mine is probably orange.
Yeah.
Out of like the regular colors.
I think I would say orange as well.
Yeah.
I was going to say red, but then I was like, why would I say that? I actually wear a decent amount of red.
Red, so basically the story of my favorite colors.
Yeah.
And I love that this is the after show.
Me too.
It's like, the story of my favorite colors is when I've always liked red as a kid. Like,
yeah.
And I remember like as a kid, you either liked blue, red, or pink.
Okay.
Like everybody liked blue, red, or pink. And I remember one time someone was like, my favorite color is yellow. And I was like, you are a weirdo. Like literally like what? But then like, and I remember my English teacher in junior high, her favorite color was green. And I thought, you are a weirdo. Yeah.
My little brother's favorite color which this actually was probably because he had such a love for neon green.
Yeah.
And my parents, why did they let us do this? Our rooms are still this way. Mine,
yes.
My childhood bedroom, pink. Everything is pink. His is neon green.
Wow.
The entire walls. It's horrible to walk in there. He is now 21 and still like he lived at home this summer. He never wears his hearing aid anymore. My parents were like, yeah, you can get a neon green hearing aid.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I'm like, he's not going to want that color.
Yes.
Those are expensive.
Oh my gosh.
But
yeah.
Anyways, that was a tangent.
You should have seen. No, but bedrooms is a good conversation.
Yes.
Because when I was in second or third grade, my grandmother decorated my room. Like,
okay.
I went to school one day and like I came back and she had wallpapered like my bedroom as a kid. And she's actually turned out to be like majorly homophobic. So like we appreciate that she wallpapered my bedroom, but we're like rejecting the political views of current like Nana. And so but she did like do a great job wallpapering.
With the wallpaper.
Yeah.
Homophobic, but good with wallpaper.
Yeah. And she did like, it was like a painted bottom third wall. Okay. Light baby blue.
Yeah.
And then a border of like planets and stars.
Okay.
And then wallpaper of stars, blue and yellow stars. And I that was cool. Like a kind of space, like what's like stars and stuff like
galactical.
that. And then when I was in 8th grade, I decided I was too old for that.
Right.
Like, that was a baby bedroom.
Right.
And so my mom let me paint my own room.
Oh, I was never allowed to do that.
She made me like take down she said I would have to take down the wallpaper,
right,
which took me like weeks because you have to like scrape it and like spray it and stuff, and I did it. And then we went to Walmart and like got paint, and I chose very dark blue.
Okay.
Like extremely dark blue, and I painted every wall dark blue.
Yeah.
And the guy at Walmart was like, this is gonna look like a cave, and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want that. And then on the top I made a stencil of red stars. Okay. So I was doing red and blue was my like favorite colors at like 8th grade.
Right.
Then my junior or senior year, I painted it again.
Okay.
And I did fucking the coolest thing I could have done.
Yeah.
Which was that I did I painted the walls all separate colors.
Okay.
But I like did portions of the walls. Oh. So I like the corners were like it would be like from here to here.
Yeah.
And then from here to here.
That's so
cool. And so it was kind of cool. And I did red, blue, and yellow. But then on one wall I did a checkers of red, blue, and yellow. And then the checkers were mirrors.
Stop.
It was
That's
cool.
So cool. That's really cool.
I'll put a picture up. But like,
we need to see.
It was really cool. It actually ended up being a really cool room that I had for like 2 years.
That's amazing.
And then you know what I did? Actually, I did it again in college.
Oh my goodness.
I moved home and I painted it all red.
That's like a lot of work.
But it was a good creative outlet.
That's a really good creative outlet.
Yeah.
I really wanted to paint my room. I think because I moved back home in 2020, like
yes,
during the pandemic, and my dad works like in construction, so he's very much so like don't mess up stuff, because I was like, I can do it. And that was actually a really good call. I would have done poorly and probably would have given up, and then it would have become his problem.
Yes.
He knew that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, thanks for coming to the after show.
Yes, of
course. This has been really fun.
This has been so fun.
Oh my God, the after show, the Life and After Bold.
Life and After Bold.
I don't know.
I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't think that needs any workshopping.
All right. See you later.
Bye.